Hey YouTube, I'm back for more Restoration Angel action. That one's a mulligan. This one's great. Oh, keep. Unsure if I'll just be using that as a mana source or if I'll be using that aggressively. We'll see how the texture of this game plays out. It very much could go either way, with like Port Thalia Waste being a great combination, but also just like Recruiter and Jailer and like play a card advantage game also being absolutely fine. No shuffle on Ponder. Alright. Thalia's resolved. I'm feeling good. Could I just port my opponent? But I think this is going to be... So, like, if this is a matchup like Storm, Thalia already has it covered. If this is a control matchup, then I'd like to start grinding value now. I think this is just a Stoneforge Mystic so that I have something that I can cast next turn. Because if I draw a white source, I'll just, like, slam a Palace Jailer. And if I don't, I want to have a play. Just another island. Opponent's deck choice still ambiguous. Need more information. So it could be Show and Tell, could be Grixis Control, could be a combo deck of some other nature. Could be High Tide. Mono Blue Omni. Alright, so it's probably Omni. A Show and Tell, you say? So Jailer beats Emrakul or Grizzlebrand, Flicker Wisp delays an Omni. So we put in Flicker Wisp by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. If I draw a land, I have Stoneforge put in, and then it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll put in Wisp. So this stops an Emrakul. My opponent can get one non-creature spell out of this. The way Omni and Thalia work is Omni reduces the base cost to 0, but Thalia's tax still applies, so you still have to pay that. I do also think we beat an Emrakul, right? Like, they attack us for 15, I sacrifice 6 permanents, I leave 2 creatures in play, and I can finish them off. So we might be getting this one. We shall see. I assume this is going to be Intuition getting Emrakul, Emrakul, Emrakul. I'm going to choose this Emrakul. It seemed lonely. Alright, so let me just confirm that that's lethal. This is 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Da 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 da. 6, 7, 10. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can even hold back the mom, just in case my opponent has Simian Spirit Guide into Kozilek's Return, or something equally absurd. I've done it. Alright, Chalice of the Void seems good. Path to Exile and Pithing Needle are in the questionable category, but I might bring in some of them. Relic Order's good, Council Judgment's good, Recruiter's good. So these are the good cards. These are the questionable cards. I may even just like board this in over like a Jitte or something like that, depending on how my in-out numbers are going to end up working. So let's figure out what I don't want. I don't want Jitte. Restoration Angel is very slow, but at the same time I can also use it to recycle Flicker Wisp ETB triggers. So it's not, like, unplayable. I will probably end up cutting most of these 1-drops, since I'm going to be bringing in all these cards. I guess that means I can bring in these needles and maybe some paths. I probably want to trim a Stoneforge. I don't think they're particularly good. Although I may just be getting, like, too ambitious with the idea of, like, Restoration Angel resetting Flicker Wisps and Blinking Omnis for multiple turns actually working. That might just be too ambitious. Bringing in 4 1-drops while also bringing in Chalice of the Void is kind of weird, too. I wonder if Sword of Truth and Justice is better than Batterskull. It's more of a mana investment, though, so the answer is probably no. Something like this is acceptable. This is a great, 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 great hand. Like we get turn 1 Vial into turn 2 Chalice. We have a Recruiter of the Guard that we can put in off Show and Tell to find Leon and Relic Order or Palace Jailer, kind of like whatever we need. And we can also Council's Judgment, something that just gets shown into play, as long as we get 1 land in 3 draws. That's a fantastic draw as well. Real happy with how things are going this game. You're just going to do it now? So if my opponent just puts in a creature, on my turn, I can Caracas it. My opponent puts in Omni and does not have a creature, then then Recruiter for Leon Relic Order is quite good. My opponent has Omni and has just a bunch of like cantrips afterwards, then Thalia is quite good. I think I'm going to go for Recruiter. So if they have the Emrakul here with their 2 remaining cards, they just get me. But if they have a bunch of cantrips, then I give myself the opportunity to just like permanently remove this and probably win the game for doing so. The thing about putting Thalia in to try to like stop cantrips or like Cunning Wish or Intuition stuff is that it's a short-term answer, and like it might stop them from winning this turn, but it won't stop them from winning long-term. Now I'm just dead to that because I can't ever get to 2 mana to get rid of this Omniscience, and if I bounce the Emrakul, they just recast it for free. That's a game where if I had 1 more land drop, I would be good to go. Like if I had been on the... Sorry, let me rephrase that. That was a game where if I was on the play, I won that one. That's an easy mulligan. That is also an easy mulligan. Yikes. I don't like my odds on going to 4. And I basically have to take that land. So I think I'm just eating this game 3 to deck variance, and I accept that. It's a very hard matchup in the first place. I mean, there are timelines where I still win this game, but it's gonna be hard. And more than anything else, it requires my opponent to stumble or whiff in some capacity. So I think this is supposed to be Recruiter for Leon and Relic Order. Because I can beat a creature that's Show and Telled in with Council's Judgment, as long as I don't play my own Thalia to get in the way of them. All right. Life's hard. Life's hard. Did you actually have sneak attacks all along? I feel like no. I think that's just for sideboard cards. But I could be wrong. I think I'm going to be obligated to play this Thalia and shut off my council judgments. I am just going to port them rather than wasteland them, so that it does not shut off Council's Judgment as a card that I can cast. Like, this is definitely worse because, like, my opponent can, like, brainstorm and use the mana, or intuition and use the mana or something. Well, I'll be putting in nothing, thank you. Not Emrakul. F. So I'm dead to any creature, and cantrips will get their way to creatures. Alright. That one did not work out. Sorry, YouTube. I failed you.